guys, it's 8 o'clock and we are continuing on our story stream. Our story stream of Final Fantasy 14. And I gunned it to get my character past the 2.0 storyline. I just finished. And so we are continuing on with the 2.1 storyline, A Realm Awoken. We'll go over everything that was involved in that patch, and we'll start exploring some stuff. So right now, while I'm getting this character back up to speed in 6.0, it's basically a story mode focused stream, and then eventually I'll be getting into raids and things like that. So we're moving into some deeper stuff, but still lots of excitement to go on with these streams. So alright, let's pay a little visit to Minfilia. Here's my character, my dragon girl. The Tonetraveler. There's Tataru. Hello, Tataru. Not gonna look at me? That's weird. Most of the characters look at you when you walk by them. Let me see something here. See, he looks at me. Nedrick. Hey, Nedrick. Why doesn't Tataru look at me? Tataru, hello. She's busy. Alright. Let's take a walk inside, see what's going on, see if there's any jobs for me. What's this? Everybody's here. What's going on? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Who we got? We got Arnvald, Biggs and Wedge, Sid, the pastor, some guy in the back I don't know, and the 3 starter guys. Starter guys. Oh, thank you, thank you. I only, saved the realm and everything. Appreciate it. Very nice of y'all. Oh, we got more people. The Scions of the 7th Dawn. Oh, thank you. Well, I can't take all the credit. You guys did a lot too. Got Ida and Papalimo and Thancred, Ishtola and Urianje. We're gonna have to say that one more time. Alright, slow walk down the aisle. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. Means a lot. You guys are great. Alright, let's see what jobs they have for me today. That is one of the coolest things, by the way, I have ever seen in a video game. this game, unlike any game I've ever played, this game really makes you feel like you're part of the game. And the director, he puts a lot of work into making you really feel like you're a part of this game. The story in this, I mean, Square Enix has always done great with story in their games, but the story in this game is just so moving, so powerful. In my opinion, there's nothing that can beat it. If you want the feels, this is the game that you play. And then we have Alphino. Won't look at me, won't clap, nothing. Typical Alphino. Typical. Hello, Minfilia. Adios. The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. I wonder who that is. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern observed only once before in history, 5 years ago. To be precise, I should like to think it mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At great sacrifice, we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. But it shall. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions. You ain't seen nothing yet. Yet our struggle continues, and we need you now no less than before. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm of this very star and beyond. Woohoo! I got a new mount! And that concludes 2.0. Woo! Oh, finally I can fly. Yes! Yes! You have no idea how important that is. I am a warrior of light. That's right. And so it looks like there was about, I mean, they really shortened the 2.0 quest line. I mean, I get it. Back then, you know, when there wasn't a whole lot to do, they needed a lot to keep people busy, right? But nowadays, not so much. People just want to speed through it. You know, they've all done it a million times. We know the story. And so they shortened it. They took out about 50 quests. Mostly just hack and slash quests. You know? Nothing that really pertained to the story. So I sped through it. It took about 2 to 3 days to get through all of 2.0. Yeah, about 2 days. So that's good info if you guys. They also offer a way to skip ahead, but you got to pay $25. In my opinion, $25 or 2 days. Just take the 2 days. Speed through it. If you skip every cutscene, all the, skip through the text. It takes about 2 days, if that. So, I would just do that. Why spend $25? And unless you're trying to like jump right into raiding and stuff, there's no reason to skip the rest. Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, they're all great expansions, and the story is 100 times greater. I mean, it's 2.0, don't get me wrong, it's a good story. It's just, they really start to gain momentum in the expansions, especially Heaven's Ward. So, if you're thinking about buying this game, I highly recommend it. I'm playing through this story not only to archive myself playing it, but to hopefully encourage others to pick up the game as well. This game is going to stand the test of time. It'll never get old. I mean, they've done so many changes and updates to it, though, to keep it fresh. So, I mean, it's got at least another 10, maybe 20 years before it even starts to feel old. Alright, now before we do anything, I have got to sit in this chair. I have earned it. Yeah, I've earned this. And Carby, I got Carby by my side. Yes, can I help you, Minfilia? Man, that feels good. We got Tube Samadhi behind me, up on the wall. The staff. We're going to slow scroll here and show you this place because we're about to leave. And that's all I'll say about that. See, Minfilia looks at me, but not Tataru. That's just strange. I'd like those TP reports on my desk in the morning, please. Alright. Alright, you can have your spot back. Alright, so this quest starts the 2.1 patch. The Price of Principles. So let's get started on that. So many cutscenes in this game, it's awesome. Tone. It pleases me to see you well. There's Tataru. Do excuse me for interrupting, Tone. My lady, the gentleman from Ashkana Exports has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this evening. Thank you, my lady. Oh, let me see if I can get my vocal effects going here. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Ever since we defeated Gaius van Belsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, and scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret, with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldessian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to... Forgive me. I did not mean to burden you so. Yet, my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. Alright, so we're going to go talk to the others who are down the hall here. And she's got one more quest here, let's see. A recurring problem. Oh, suddenly all my friends are here. Somehow they are not down the hall anymore, they instantly are right here. I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I am afraid there is still work to do. The ultimate weapon's destruction, 'twould seem, has served to embolden the beastmen who now seek to call down their gods once more. Even as we speak, the Amalja, the Ixal, and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites, and that is but the half of it. Much to our dismay, all three tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something. Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Far, far stronger. Their previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations. The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance in the wake of the ultimate weapon's maiden appearance. You will remember that as the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting. Oh, whoops, that was Thancred. The Grand Companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. After deliberation, the leaders concluded that they must needs turn to us once more, to thee. The etheric waves that were observed in Mordona do not appear to bear connection to any beast tribe. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake this mission, Tone? Alright, now, I have a feeling that's going to be a recurring theme throughout this whole game. That I just got some rest, but they can't wait to send me back out there again. What are you going to do? The life of a hero. Will I undertake this mission? Do I have a choice? No, I do not. No, I do. I do want to take it. I do want to take this mission. That's one big happy nod there. You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we would do without you. Go ahead, Thancred. Ahem. With the circumstances as they were, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I'll have to work on my Thancred. I owe you my life, Tone. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. A string of failures had left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow scions. But instead I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you, it shan't happen again. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. Thancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one sure step at a time. Urianger has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. Quest accepted. Carby, get down off that table. Alright, so I'm basically just having fun with this voice effect during cutscenes that don't have voice acting. So when there's voice acting, we would just listen to the voice actors. It costs a lot of money to have voice acting on every cutscene. So they had to cheap out a little bit and let the Tonetraveler do a little bit of voice acting for a while. I shall do my best. Alright, let's talk to these scions. Yustola. Recall you are meeting with the Admiral shortly after the Lamenson sent word of the summoning of Titan. Then mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Merwib that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded, that we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because, owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Limensons to distort the facts, to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. Excellent point, excellent point. What say you, Thancred? Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated. If only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Have patience, my friends. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Tone. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. Let's see, Papalima. Nope, Ida. I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papalimo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? Uh-huh. Like shiny new cars? Shiny new chocobos. Shiny new Lalafell partners. None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles, neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Uda now and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. You know, I better check, make sure I am. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm gonna go ahead and repair my equipment. Repair my equipment. Good. Such knowledge. No, wait, I gotta do a good Oriange. Such knowledge. Dang it. I hadn't heard his voice in a while. Maybe I can get my Jeremy Irons voice going. Such knowledge as I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Whether man or beast man, we are wont to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. That despair doth begin with the Amalja, who may have already summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thancred now returned, thou wouldst do well to seek his counsel. No reward, ah. Oh, I did that for nothing. What else we got? 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. He talks a lot like David Lee Roth, right? Like, are we making sense here? Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioner's machinations, nay, not while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few and our fortune so finite. Cool. What you got, Thinker? Yeah. Yeah, we should probably take that quest. Still are not looking at me. Right, let's see if I can do Alpha now. This situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Tone. I think I'm doing the old Alpha now, but whatever. Alphino, Tone is aught amiss. You desired counsel, and so you shall have it, Minfilia. The scions of the seventh dawn must leave Ul'dah. We must do what? So long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetherite? That was a big debate back in the day. Why doesn't this play... We come here so many times, why doesn't it have an aetherite? Then they ended up giving you tickets to make up for it. Which was pretty cool. I guess. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Ulda is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond the borders. Mordona. Dun dun dun. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ulda and her people over the years. But I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, says Minfilia, forged through years of concerted effort. Ulda is our home, Alphanel, to cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as... That will be all, Alphino.
As you command.
I'm sure you have some familial affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no. I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. Alright, what do we get? A little bit of experience, a little bit of money, and some stuff. What is this, level 70 stuff? I'm just going to pick up a random one because I may start another class at some point. Alright, always check my gear, see if I can update. Nope. Leave Ulda. Has it truly come to this? Oh, Tone, pray attend to Alphino. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way, Alphino awaits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time.
By your leave, your majesty.
Alright, let me take a chill with the effects. If you guys are checking out the stream, feel free to say hi in the chat. Let me know you're out there. I'm going to keep an eye on the chat via my phone here. So I will keep an eye out for that. Confound it, she knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Flamine was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlian minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia, too, struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Flamine's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate, for whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flamine is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Iliud, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to set forth for La Nasia at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Geguruju as to the veracity of these rumors. Big nod. Has anybody done a count of how many nods are done in game? I mean, there's got to be hundreds, right? Maybe thousands. Since your character doesn't talk. So it's like nod after nod after nod. I don't know. I got the yawns. If I was chatting with people, they would go away. It's alright, you gotta start out somewhere. Guys, don't forget to hit the follow button if you're viewing the stream. I would appreciate that very much. Nedrick, you have a quest for me again? Multiple. Cool, but we're only going to do 2.1 right now. So, Oh, this is the New Game Plus quest. Yeah, I'll get that out of the way. There we go. Can't hurt to unlock that. I'll be needing that on this character at some point. Yeah, so New Game Plus lets you revisit any story from any chapter of the game. You know, cutscenes and all that stuff without having to start a whole new character. It's actually a genius idea. I'm not sure if WoW has something like that or ESO, but this is pretty cool to have. So, all right, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on with 2.1's patch. Right, so we are on 6.1 currently in the game. So we got a long ways to go. But here's patch 2.1. They called it, I love how they give each patch a title too. A Realm Awoken. So the kind of things you'll find in this game, in this patch, are obviously more story. Every patch is going to have more story. The installment of the Crystal Tower, which is a casual raid. We'll be doing that. Might even get into that a little bit today. They introduce housing system to free companies. Always some balancing of characters, of classes, and jobs. We've got the extreme primal battles. We'll get into them, including Good King Muggly Mog the 12th. We've got Hildebrand Adventures. We'll get into that too. Especially, I'm excited about that since there is a ton of comedy in the Hildebrand quests. The Hildebrand story, and there is a lot of story to go through. Hildebrand was pretty much an instant hit, and everybody wanted more, so there's a lot of quests with him. We've got a couple new dungeons we'll get into. We'll get into Pharaoh Sirius, the light, the light tower, watchtower. We've got some hard modes, Hawk Manor, Copperbell Mines, and we've got a Minstrel's Ballad, Ultima's Bane. That came out in 2.1. They unlocked some Grand Company quests, but I think I already got most of them done already, so I can PvP and stuff. We'll probably do some PvP as well. The more I get into these videos, the more I'll have a dedicated system of how we do what we do. Probably do some story, some raids, some PvP, maybe some treasure maps. We'll find some fun stuff to do, don't worry. They introduced a couple of the tribal quests. Not sure we'll be doing any of them on camera though. Guild hests. We'll skip those as well. Fates. They made some changes to Fates in 2.1. So yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, I guess, is exciting things, other than story, is the extreme battle, primal battles, and the Crystal Tower raids. So we'll try to get into a little bit of that today. We'll probably be messing around with 2.1 for quite a bit, so hang tight. This is your one-stop shop for all things Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to talk a lot. We're going to talk a lot about Final Fantasy. So it's my favorite game of all time. I did play 11 for a bit, and then I got into 14 back in 2013. So been playing for almost 10 years. I'll probably be playing for another 10 or 20, at least. Alright. So we're going to hold off on them for right now, because we don't need them. So let's go to... Oh, and I don't like teleporting because you don't... I don't know, it's lame, because then you don't get to experience the environments and stuff. So let's go to Costa del Sol. And how are we going to get there, you ask? Not this way. No, we're going to take the boat to Limsa. It's kind of fun, too, not teleporting, because then you have to actually, like, use their resources to take a boat or fly or whatever to get to where you need to go. So, and it's cheaper. Oh, first time cutscene. I do miss the fact that, like in 11, you actually could walk around on the boat, but they kind of made, they don't do that here, but they kind of made up for it with Ocean Voyage, which we'll get into with fishing, where you can hang out on the boat basically and fish. So keep arms and legs inside the boat at all times. We are arriving at our destination. Is it raining? It is. Oh, I need an umbrella. Where do I get one? Alright, so down there is where you can do the Ocean Voyage. I'll show you that real quick. Oh, I probably have to unlock it. That's alright. We are currently in Limsa. Lominsa. So I'm gonna try to do stuff in between doing the story. I don't know what you would prefer. If you prefer, I just do all story and then do the side stuff, but I don't know. I actually think it's better to just do a little bit of story at a time as you do other stuff. Just kind of mix it all together. And the thing about Final Fantasy is there's so many secrets, like quests. Starting a new character, there's quests everywhere. There's a quest for Blue Mage, which we'll do also at some point. There it is. That's where we want to go. Luckily, even without teleporting, yes, I am going to teleport in cities, but maybe I shouldn't. Alright, just forget you saw that. Here's somebody fishing. Looks like he's got a big one. Yeah. Nice. Take it to Costa del Sol, please. Alright, but I will fly. Now, this is the luxurious Costa del Sol, your island resort. Alright, and I am going to let you enjoy this view for a minute while I step out.